will take over, and both of us, he will explain and I will demonstrate. Okay, so one of us will be talking. So Gordon will do the talking and I will demonstrate. So just showing you the different terrariums that we have made here. So this is the bowl, the fish bowl, the common terrarium. And this is a jar. And you can have a look. These are both closed terrariums. And they have been made quite some time back, and they are doing beautifully well.
Madam, we can't see the bottles. We are seeing you only.
Oh.
Susan, you can put this on this.
She is spotlighted on two screens.
Yeah, I'm sure you can see it. I think it's stuck. The video is stuck.
What is it on? Can
you still see me?
The stream from the phone is coming blank. Just check that. You need to put the video on for that.
Yeah, now can you see me? Now all of you, can you see me?
Icon actually.
Okay, so there are two videos. You will have to pin both the screens named Aparna Himjal. Both of them are named Aparna Himjal. So please pin those screens so that you can see only two videos and both will show you the terrarium too.
So one of the videos is coming blank. I think that's what the problem others also are having.
Yes, one video is blank.
Yeah, same thing.
Another one is
only one video is visible, the other one is not visible.
it is stuck. Yeah, now we can see the
Now, yeah, it's coming now.
Video.
Yeah, now
I
I
can see you now. Your face is not visible.
No, it doesn't matter. I need to show you the terrariums. Okay, so if you can see the bottles here, that is what I want to show you. These are the terrariums that are closed and they have been made some time back and they're doing very well. So today we are going to give you a demo on closed terrarium. Okay, and terrariums can also be made in these bottles, these kind of bottles. These are liquor bottles. Okay, and they can also be made in aquarium boxes. So there are all different kind of glassware you can use for making terrarium. Okay, now we'll start the demo.
We cannot see you.
Can you see me now?
No.
Can you see me?
We can see your face.
No. Actually, we need you all to see the terrarium and the demo.
Yeah, but we can't.
Don't worry about.
Can you hear me? That's
Yes,
important.
I can hear.
You all can hear me. Fine. Okay.
Do we have to take note or we'll get video or something?
No. Please take down notes. Please take notes.
You can take notes if you like. So let us start. I think many of you have attended the earlier course, that training program that we had. Many of you have not attended. So I'll be very brief. Aparna and myself, we this hobby as a passion, and we conduct training programs to teach people how to set up terrariums, because this hobby of terrarium is catching on like wildfire, not only abroad, but very, very much in India. The reason being that we have lots of people interested in gardening and there are no gardens. They are only restricted to their grills, windows, etc., etc. So this idea of gardening in a glass enclosure appeals to all the needs of people who are fond of plants and fond of gardening. So we have done a fair amount of research before we decided to take up training programs. And apart from this March training program that we are having for you, we also have training programs at home where for a minimum charge, we teach you, you do it with your own hands and you take the terrarium away and we teach you how to maintain the terrarium. So you can be in touch with us later for that purpose. My name is Gordon Rodrigues. I am also very passionate about this. I've got about 10 terrariums, and as I said earlier, we were teaching you how to have open terrariums. Right now, we are teaching you closed terrariums. The reason being is that open terrariums require a lot of attention. And if you give it the right attention, they are very, very beautiful. But there are some people who are not attuned to light, not attuned to water, etc. So closed terrariums not only fulfill that need where you don't have to water regularly, you only have to observe what's going on, and they can last for a very, very long time without opening. On record, there is a closed terrarium which has been closed for over 55 years. It has not been opened. Now, we are Aparna and myself are converting all our open terrariums into closed terrariums, and that is why we are having this second session to educate you all into both open terrariums, but the emphasis will be on closed terrariums, which will appeal to you more. Now, just before we start the demonstration, sorry, I just wanted to tell you that this is not a classroom affair. Please feel free to interrupt and ask questions. About a month and a half or two months ago, we were invited by an international school called Ram Ratna at Gorai, Uttan, to talk to 160 students. Now, those students were aged between 15 and say 18, and the enthusiasm they showed and the questions that they asked, it was amazing. So don't take this to be a classroom where you just sit and listen. Please ask questions. If you're interrupting us, we will tell you, keep this question for afterwards, but we would prefer to have an interactive session. So having said all that, let us start with the demonstration now. Now, Aparna will show you the bowl first. This is a normal fish bowl, but as she told you in the beginning, any glass container can be used to make a terrarium. The fish bowl is most commonly used, so we have decided to do it in a fish bowl. So this fish bowl is approximately 8 to 9 inches, which is okay for an average home or for an average hobbyist. So make a note, 8 to 9 inches is ideal to start with. Now, most of you will be having potted plants. In potted plants, which you keep on your grill or in your garden or wherever, you water it, and you don't have to worry about how much you're watering, because if you water it more, it just drains out from the hole underneath, and the whatever mud is there absorbs as much as the plant is required. This is not the case with a terrarium. If you water excessively, the plants will get rotten, the roots will get rotten, and they'll die. So what we do is we have what is called a drainage layer at the bottom of the terrarium. The drainage layer consists of coarse pebbles, so that if by chance you water more, the water doesn't remain in the roots or in the soil. It will show you later. It goes into these into this drainage layer, and later on it evaporates. So it preserves your roots and your plants. So Aparna is now going to put these stone pebbles at the bottom of the bowl. They are usually arranged to an extent of about 3/4 to 1 inch thick at the bottom.
Now, the pebbles can be various. You get various different types of pebbles in the market. You will get it in the aquarium shops. So you can use whatever you like. Okay, so we are going to use these white pebbles. There are colored pebbles available in the market. There are some, river sand kind of pebbles. These are natural looking pebbles available in the market. So whatever is your choice, whatever is your preference, you can use.
They have to be coarse. They can be from pea size to 3 times pea size. They shouldn't be sandy.
Excuse me.
Someone is asking a question.
Yeah, if someone asking a question, if you're asking a question, you'll need to talk a little louder, please.
layer has to be approximately an inch.
So this drainage layer, what we call, is approximately an inch thick. You arrange it or you distribute it, if you like, all over the bottom with a very slight depression in the center. Why that depression, we'll explain later on. Slight depression. Doesn't have to be a hole.
From where we get these pebbles? Hello?
Get it from a special shop because we to hear you talking. Don't be quiet. It's not a classroom. Can you see? Someone say yes, we can see.
Yeah, we can see.
Yes, yes, we can
Okay,
see.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, please talk as much as you like.
And in the center, we are just going to make a depression.
Can't see anything.
You can't see anything.
You need to pin the screens, please. Pin
Hello,
the
we can
screens
see.
with Aparna.
There are two screens called Aparna. Just pin them. You know what you mean by pinning? Say yes or no.
We can see,
No.
sir.
No.
No, we can't.
No,
We
I
can
can't
see
see.
the sir. We can see the bottle.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, that is correct.
Okay, Aparna will talk now.
The process is very clear. You can see the process happening.
Okay,
You
great.
can see. Great.
Okay, now this is the drainage layer and it's ready. We need 1 inch of drainage layer. As I had explained, you can use any kind of pebbles.
Not
but they
able
need
to
be-
see. Not able to see.
Not able to see what?
We can see the bottle.
Video is
नहीं,
not
Pin the bottle one. Please
We
pin
can
the
see
bottle one.
both the screens can
No, no.
Hello.
Actually, we have
anything.
already we have already pinned the screens. You need to pin it from your end if you're not able to see it. Okay?
The screen is not seen.
You need to pin it. Please
How
pin
do you
it.
pin? How do you pin it?
डबल क्लिकिंग करके आप स्क्रीन को पिन कर सकते हैं.
हाँ.
Screen is
And अगर आप मोबाइल से देख रहे हैं तो you just go on the beginning.
Yeah,
first.
if you double click, it's coming. Screen is
Yeah.
broad.
Yeah. So you will be able to see. Okay. So just pin the screens so you can see only the demonstration. Even if one screen is pinned, it's okay. Okay. Now the next layer
You want to see?
is a nylon mesh. Can you all see it? It is a nylon mesh which will be available at any hardware store. Okay, so we use this layer basically to prevent the soil from going down into the drainage layer. Okay, so you will need to cut it the approximate size of the bowl and then place it on the top of the drainage layer.
Can you show the mesh, ma'am?
Yeah. Can you see it? This is a nylon mesh which is available at hardware store. Any hardware store will have this.
You go to the hardware store and ask them for mosquito nets. They will give you wire, they will give you nylon, and they'll give you glass fiber. You use either glass fiber or nylon, and it is about 100 holes per square inch.
So this mesh is used to prevent the soil from going into the drainage layer. Okay, once you place this mesh, the next step is putting charcoal.
Is the mesh plastic one?
Yeah, you do get it in plastic or nylon or fiberglass. So fiberglass is most preferred, but otherwise you can go in for nylon. Now, as you can see here, this is charcoal. Okay, now this charcoal is the third layer that goes above the mesh. I'm going to put, I think around 6 to 7 pieces of charcoal, just spread it around.
While she is spreading that around, I'll explain to you the function of charcoal. You see, this terrarium, either it is semi-closed or it is closed. Now, the plants and the water and the soil sometimes interact with each other. And when they interact with each other, they could give out some gases. Some of these gases can be putrefying. In other words, they could poison the plants and the plants will die. So the function of charcoal is to absorb gases. Now, you know, when many of you know about vodka, vodka is a very crude kind of liquor, but it is made into clear liquor by the use of activated charcoal, which absorbs all the smell, etc., from the raw liquor. So the function of charcoal in the terrarium is the same thing, to absorb any fumes and putrefied gases. So you need to put about 7 or 8 grains of this charcoal over the fiberglass and nylon mesh, which she has done.
And this charcoal will be available at any iron wala or chana wala. They normally use this charcoal to heat the chana or sing, so you can easily buy it from them. Any questions up till here? Any doubts?
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, what is activated charcoal?
So activated, Gordon will explain.
Activated charcoal is charcoal which is made from burning petroleum products. It can also be made from burning coconut shells. Activated charcoal has a much higher reactive value than normal charcoal for absorbing fumes. But activated charcoal is quite costly. It costs about 1,800 rupees a kilo. So normal charcoal does the job. May not be as well, but it does the job.
What is the normal charcoal will also do, right?
What is the base
Sorry?
layer?
The base
Before
layer
putting stones, something is there?
They basically, this is like a drainage for the water, excess water. So we have used pebbles, and these pebbles are available in different varieties. You can choose your pebbles.
Only layer,
and it is
pebbles layer is there in the glass.
Yes. The
Okay.
first layer is only pebbles, second layer is the mesh,
Yeah,
the third layer
thank,
is the charcoal,
thank you.
and now we go to the fourth layer. So now this is moss. This is dry moss, as you can see here, which is available in any nursery. You will get it.
This is the same moss which is used to make moss sticks where you put your money plant and other creepers. Now, the function of this moss is fold and contradictory. The moss retains moisture so that in case the mud or the soil, if you like, gets dry, it can absorb moisture from this moss just to keep it going till it is next watered. But it is also allowing the water to go through the drainage layer. Now, this moss doesn't grow, but it doesn't die either. It is a moss which just remains as it is, like it does on the money plant stick. So we wet this moss, we squeeze out extra water, and then we put it on top of the charcoal.
Okay, so now this moss, I have dipped it in water. I'm going to squeeze out all the water. Okay, it basically I'm going to wet it and then spread it on the charcoal.
It should be damp. You just squeeze out the water so that it's not soaked in water. You soak it to wet it. You squeeze the excess water out,
Excuse me?
but it should remain damp.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can we use what is that instead of moss? Can we use coco peat?
No. Moss has a different function and coco peat has a different function. So we'll tell you about it. So there is no substitute for moss. You will have to use moss.
There is no
Coco peat
substitute.
which we will come to.
How thick should be the moss layer?
So the moss layer should be at least ½ inch.
and dab it down slightly. You don't need to compress it.
Yeah.
Just with your fingers, even it out.
Slightly.
Even it out.
Will you be giving us a recording of this?
Yeah, you will get a YouTube recording later.
Okay, thank you.
Now, after the moss, we will go for the soil. Now, the soil is made up of 3 things.
Sorry, can I talk?
Yeah.
Just to highlight what Aparna is saying, you cannot use normal mud that you use in the garden, that is used in the garden for growing trees and plants. For terrarium, you need a special kind of a soil, because that soil has to have the right porosity, the right fertility, the right grain, etc. So this soil is made by what this lady just now said, coco peat, 3 parts of coco peat, 1 part of ordinary mud, and compost.
Yeah. So we use more of coco peat. Almost 75% coco peat is used, 25% soil is used, and a little bit of leaf compost. Now here we are going to use leaf compost only, because the other compost there could be fungal growth in it. Okay, so we don't want the fungal growth because it stinks after some time. So we'll use leaf compost. So these are the 3 ingredients.
Please
yes,
repeat.
sorry.
Hello?
Yeah, so in the soil,
the
soil that we have mixed, we have 3 ingredients. That is almost 75% of coco peat is used.
Yeah.
25% of soil is used. And we also use leaf compost.
Yes, 25%
yes, 75%
soil.
coco peat. The remaining is coco peat, 75%. And a little bit of leaf compost is also used in this soil.
From where do we get the leaf compost?
Leaf compost is available in the market. You can get it online or you can get it in the nurseries. Coco peat also is available in the nurseries. You get it in the form of blocks. And these blocks, you need to put them in water, soak them in water, and that is when they just, they expand. Okay, and then you use it with the soil, mix it with the soil, and you can use it for terrarium. Now, normally the soil in the pot, sometimes it becomes hard. But when you use coco peat, there is a lot of fiber in it, and that is why it does not become hard. Otherwise, it's very difficult to, to shovel the soil in the terrarium. In the pot, it is easy to do it, but in the terrarium, it is impossible. So we need a lot of coco peat. That is the reason.
वो दो साफ है तो छोड़ देना. ओके, साफ का बाथरूम करना ही है. वो झाड़ू पोछा बाथरूम में करना ही है.
For those of you who do not know, coco peat is the coir of the coconut, which is ground and made into powder, and then it is compressed. In the nurseries or even on the shops on the road, it looks like a building brick, but it expands to about 20 times its size when you soak it in water. So when you buy coco peat, don't buy the soaked one. They cheat you. They'll give 1 kilo of coco peat that is all mixed with water. Half of that is water. Buy the solid coco peat and keep it with you for use whenever you need.
So how to fertilize?
Can you repeat the composition of soil, please?
It is 75% coco peat. The composition of terrarium soil is 70% 70 to 75% coco peat, 20 to 25% normal soil which you use in pots, and 5% of compost. Now I make my own compost at home. I've got a little pot and I throw banana peels and papaya peels into that and cover with mud, and then I put water in it and I let it decompose for about 1 month. That compost I use for mixing into the terrarium soil. But today, in many of these big nurseries, they sell special terrarium soil, which is pre-made. I will show you 2 packets of soil which I have bought, which are pre-made for terrariums. So those of you who are going for this hobby in a big way, You can buy this. This is available in many shops, particularly in Baikala, if you know. They are the two biggest gardening shops in Bombay. One is Ratansi and one is Namdev Umaji. So we have, this is our regular hobby. So we have invested in this soil pre-made. But otherwise you can mix it the way Aparna has explained to you. Okay? You can buy this on Amazon also. You don't need to go to Ratansi.
Can you repeat how you make the compost, please? You
I make compost at home. I've got a kundi pot, and we eat bananas and papayas every day. So the skin of that banana and papaya, I just cut it and put it in the pot, and then I cover it with little mud, and I keep doing that every day till that pot is full. And then I wet it with water, and I leave it for about 3 weeks like that. All that the papaya and banana peel decomposes, and that is used. I use that as compost. But you can buy compost from any nursery. They sell it in small packets and big packets also.
But does it stink?
That compost is made from decomposed leaves. What you get in the nursery. Is it clear?
Yeah, I want to know, do you get fleas on that thing when you keep it? Suppose I keep it near my window, would I get fleas?
Yeah, you do get. So you have to keep covering it with a layer of soil.
Okay.
So every time you put the bananas from your kitchen waste, you need to cover it with a thick layer of soil so that the flies don't come on that. Still, it will stink a little bit, but after sometimes the stink will also go and it will become nice.
Okay,
so it's good. It's a good way of using your kitchen waste.
Yeah.
How much soil to be used?
Okay, so now, as of now, I have used around a ½ inch of soil, and now I'm going to start planting. Now, before I plant, so can you see here? As you can see here, the soil is falling down. It's going into the white pebbles from the sides. So if I want to avoid that, what I'll do is I'll just put a few pebbles at the corner here and try to put the soil in the center and not go all the way up to the glass walls. So that you can use colored stones if you like it colorful. I prefer a natural look to my terrarium, so I'm going to use natural looking pebbles on the sides of the wall.
Yeah, just to add to what Aparna has said, see, the terrarium is looked at from outside. So whatever you see should look beautiful from outside. So if you're putting only soil, it looks muddy. Therefore, at the edge, she's putting some colored stones to make it look nice from outside. Only at the edge. Don't mix with the soil.
Okay, so the layer of soil is not visible. You can see the natural stone. Now I will start planting. Now let's talk a little bit about the plants that we are going to use. We are not going to use succulents. Normally, if you see terrariums, if you see online, you will see a lot of succulents. But succulents does not suit the Bombay weather. So we will avoid, but all those who are, living north side like Lucknow and, where the climate is extreme, you can try succulents.
How about the Bangalore?
How much?
No, Bangalore is moist weather. So please don't use succulents there.
Okay, thank you.
Now, incidentally, as a beginner, there are some plants which you put in the terrarium which are quite hardy, so that they don't die easily. Actually, there is a wide variety of plants which you can use in the terrarium, but some plants are delicate. So as you get experience, you can go for more sophisticated plants. But generally, there are about 8 or 10 plants which we recommend for beginners because those plants are hardy and you don't have the disappointment of the plant dying. So I will name 1 or 2 plants. So Aparna, would you like to name?
Yeah, so as of now, the plants that you can see, these are the syngoniums. These are 2 variety of syngoniums. One is a pink color and one is the normal green. Okay, so I'm going to start with using syngonium. And we also have the spider plant with us. Okay, so this goes very well in terrariums. You can use the spider plant. You can even use the fern. This is the mini fern, and it looks very beautiful in the terrarium. So you can also use, if you're a beginner, first timer, please use hardy plants. You can go for syngoniums, you can go for spider plant. You can also use the variegated variety of money plant. And philodendron is one plant which is very hardy, and that is excellent for terrariums.
All these plants are available on roadside nurseries or in special nurseries.
Can you repeat the name of the plants, please?
Yeah, spider plant, money plant, which is called pothos, money plant. And you get variegated colors, means green and white spots. Then syngonium, SYNGONIAM, syngonium. These are hardy plants. Then miniature fern. Then baby tear. Are you writing down?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's why I asked. If you spell it, it would be better.
Spell it, sir. Please spell it, sir.
Spell which were all?
Syngonium, which is
Syngonium. SYNGONIAM. Syngonium.
This is the syngonium plant.
That's the syngonium plant, and it's quite freely available. Pink color, green color, and some other shades.
And try to buy the miniature variety of it. Okay, so these have small leaves. You must go in for small leaves syngonium.
Jades are not good. Jade.
No, see, now depends on where you're staying. Like where there is a lot of moisture in the air. Bangalore, no, jade will not survive in a terrarium. Maybe outside it will survive very well, but in a terrarium it might just die out. So if you're making a terrarium for the first time, please don't use succulents.
Anything specific in ferns? That ferns you mentioned, right?
Ferns, the baby mini fern which is available. Now ferns also have a lot of variety. Now what we are using is the mini fern because the space in the terrarium is less. So you need to use your plants accordingly. So we are using mini fern.
Okay, thank you.
And one more thing, when you take your plant out of the pot, okay, now this plant has less roots. You can see the roots are small. Sometimes the roots are really big and they are coiled. So you need to trim the roots. Okay, don't forget to trim the roots. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to plant it in the terrarium.
So you have to take plants with roots, no?
Yes. You have to take plants with roots. And this is the ideal size.
Ma'am, beside that syngonium, what do you have here? Right now, what I can see in the video.
Yeah, this is the spider plant. This is again a syngonium of the pink variety, pink leaves. This is also syngonium. It's a different variety.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Now you make a little depression, which Aparna is doing, so that the root goes into that depression and also so that the plant stands erect. Then you put the root into that depression and tease the soil towards the root so that the root gets covered with soil and the plant remains erect.
Now it's very important that you anchor the plant firmly in the soil. It shouldn't move at all. So you have to keep pressing it tightly till it is firmly anchored. Otherwise, the plant will not catch. So most of the terrarium failures happen because the plants are not anchored well. So now what I'm doing is, after using this layer of soil, I'm going to keep adding some more soil to it so that I can firmly anchor the roots properly into the soil. Okay, and I'm using my 2 fingers because the space is small here. So you need to be careful and keep pressing it so that it's firm. It has to be firm, very important. So you can add soil as in
Sir, what size of the bowl should be?
So what we are using here is a 8-inch bowl, and you can make it in any container.
Okay.
Okay, if you're doing it for the first time, try to use a bigger glass container.
Okay.
So your hand can easily go in and you can manage to plant it properly.
That is an excellent idea.
We
8 to
recommend
9,
for beginners.
that is the depth of the, that should be the depth of the bowl, 8 to 9 inch.
It is a sphere. No, it is a sphere. So 8 to 9 inches is the spherical dimension.
Okay, any specific depth that we need to ensure?
Madam, it is a sphere. It's a diameter is 8 inches.
No. If we are taking any bowl, let's say a rectangular bowl, which is open from the top, any specific depth that we should ensure?
See, around 6-inch also we have used, but because you're going to make it for the first time, try to use minimum 8 inches.
8 inches.
Okay,
This is the depth that you're talking about.
I'm talking about the depth.
It is circular.
No. In case if they're using this rectangle or something.
It has got a rim at the top, but basically it is spherical. So you get these bowls 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches. As a beginner, start with 8 inches because your hand has to go inside. Now, incidentally, Aparna is doing this with her fingers. If you have got a bottle or if you have got a smaller terrarium, you get special tools only for terrarium planting. But we don't want to introduce this subject to you because it is meant for people who are going much deeper into the hobby. You get special tools which you can order on Amazon. Each scissors and each plier is costing 300 and 400 rupees. So 8-inch bowl enables you to work with your hands.
Fine. Understood. Thank you.
Sorry, any query?
Show the tools if you have with you.
Yeah, we will show you. We'll show you.
So now I'm going to use the spider plant.
Are you all observing any query about what she's doing? Now, there's one more thing I'll add.
So well, we can understand things.
Yeah. See, this soil is a little porous. So when you are putting ordinary garden soil, you can consolidate it very easily. But because it is porous, you need to exert little pressure so that it catches the roots with your fingers. Otherwise, it doesn't get consolidated so easily because it's of the cocoa peat, it is quite porous.
So in the same bowl, we can pot 2 different types of plants.
Yes, you can put 2 or 3 different types of plants, even 4 and 5. You have to make sure that you are spacing them out evenly. Yeah.
Aparna ji, इसमें एक plants.
Can we pot plants open also on open pot also? Not terrarium. Otherwise, also same method we can use.
You can use the same method if you want to, but it's not required.
Same soil we can use?
Yeah, you can use the same soil.
Okay. Thank you.
This soil is excellent. You can use it for any plant. Yeah.
Hello. ये
tell me.
कि इसमें एक प्लांट और दूसरे प्लांट के बीच में कितनी गैपिंग होनी चाहिए?
हाँ, तो ये जरूरी है कि आप 2 प्लांट के बीच में थोड़ा स्पेस रखें क्योंकि ये प्लांट ग्रो होंगे. सो उनको जगह चाहिए फैलने के लिए, तो थोड़ी स्पेस रखनी जरूरी है. अभी ये जो आप देख रहे हैं, दिस इज अ मनी प्लांट. इट्स अ वेरीगेटेड वैरायटी ऑफ मनी प्लांट. इट लुक्स वेरी ब्यूटीफुल इन अ टेरेरियम. अभी टेरेरियम में एक और बात है कि आफ्टर सम टाइम व्हाट हैपेंस इज द प्लांट स्टार्ट ग्रोइंग इन स्मॉलर इन साइज. ओके, सो इट अडैप्ट्स टू इट्स हैबिटेट. तो जो जगह कम है तो उस हिसाब से प्लांट्स भी धीरे धीरे उनकी लीव्स भी छोटी होती जाती है, बट दे लुक ब्यूटीफुल. So now this is a variegated money plant that I'm going to use.
They
Again,
don't outgrow?
Sorry?
They don't outgrow from the terrarium?
Yeah, they do. So what you can do is you can keep trimming them. As if when you feel that they are touching the ceiling, once you close it, they are coming right up till the top. You can just keep trimming them. And it will be healthy for them also if you keep trimming. So now you see the roots are quite long. So I will just trim them a little bit.
Do we have to change the soil or anything like that?
No, not at all. But you can just keep putting a little bit of leaf compost in few months. So it gets the nutrients.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, I just joined this class. I want to know, is this the special soil?
Yeah, it is a special soil. If you can, you will get the recording. You can see the entire recording again. You will understand.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Now I'm just trimming this roots and I'm going to plant it.
Do they require any sunlight?
We'll come to that. We'll come to that. That's a very important point you have raised. We'll come to that. Water and light we will come to.
Ma'am,
so I'm going to plant. Yes, tell me.
Can black charcoal be used, ma'am?
Yes, we are using black charcoal only.
That is wood charcoal.
One more thing, distance of each plant should be how much?
It depends on what you want. There is no hard and fast rule. If you
But still we can
need some space so that it grows.
Means 1 inch or more than that?
Yeah, 1 inch is good enough.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I have planted 3 plants in the terrarium, as you can see here now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up the space and use baby tears. Now, baby tears is a kind of succulent actually. This is one excellent in the terrarium, so you can use these. There are a variety of.
Madam, can you repeat this? Went on
because your voice was breaking.
Okay.
Baby tears is a plant from the succulent family which has small little leaves. Baby tears grow vertically and horizontally. So after your main plants are planted, if you plant baby tears, that fills up the bottom and gives a nice green look to the bottom. And it's a hardy plant as beautifully.
What is it? Baby? Can you just spell it?
Baby tear, T-E-A-R-S. You know, your baby crying tears.
Can you zoom and ma'am, please zoom and show no?
T-E-A-R-S.
Can you see?
Zoom the plant.
Zoom the plant, please.
We can't see the plant. Yeah, now we can.
Okay,
Achha.
thank you.
Is this
We'll show
like
you one stand if you like.
jade?
No, this is not jade. This is not jade. This is baby.
Baby tears. Baby tears.
Okay.
It looks like jade, but it is not jade. So she's filling the gaps here and there to give it a finished effect to the soil.
Now, as per me, my terrarium is complete. But here you can, if you feel like, you can plant more plants. So this is all that I'm going to be planting today. Now we will explain you the watering. and the closing of the terrarium.
Excuse me, the baby tears that you have put, did you push it into the soil or does it take root by itself?
No. I had, see, these baby tears have these tiny roots here.
Okay,
so I have put the roots in the soil and I've covered it again with some extra soil so that it's,
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, what Aparna has done is
But it's not necessary to put this baby tears, right?
Yeah, it's your choice.
See, many of these things are your own personal taste. We are giving you broad guidelines.
Which other
It is
plant
not
we
that
can
you have to
use?
follow us like Bible or something. If you don't like baby tears, don't put baby tears. We are just giving
Any
you
other plant we can put, sir?
overall training.
Any other plant we can put instead of teardrops?
See, we have given you 4 plants and we have mentioned some other 3 or 4 plants.
No,
So as a
option
beginner,
of tear drops.
So these baby tears, they spread very well and they spread on the ground. That is why we are using baby tears. But if you don't want this kind, in baby tears itself, you get different variety. So you can try
that is
using
what
the
I'm
other
asking.
variety. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes.
So these baby tears are the one which are actually in the hanging pot and which are hanging very long. These are the same one, right?
Yeah, same one. They look beautiful in a pot as well.
Okay, so
And
when
any
they
other
grow in the
option
terrarium,
also is there?
No, this thing, the way it spreads and the way it has that the fall, we don't have any other option for the terrarium.
Okay, thank you.
But in this baby tears itself, there are different varieties.
now I just want to add something. Aparna has completed the planting. Okay. Now there are people who like to decorate these terrariums. You can decorate it with Ganpati image. You can decorate it with Christmas trees. You can decorate it and make it like a beach scene with little turtles and or you can make it, you get little rabbits. All these are available in little shops here and there. So you can put any kind of additional decoration to make the terrarium look better. All kind of scenes and themes. There are themes. Diwali theme, Christmas theme, Ganpati theme, many themes. That is on your imagination.
Something like this you can use. You can create a pond using blue sand. I'll just show you the variety of sands. Now, this sand is also available in the aquarium shop. Okay, this pink, this is green color. There is a blue color. So as per your imagination, you can decorate it, make it colorful, or you can leave it as natural as it is right now.
So this is to be spread on the mud, on the soil. Sorry. So this is to be spread on the soil.
Yes. This has to be spread on the soil. But I would prefer that you do the decorations once the plants have caught very well, because then it is very difficult to remove the decoration and the plant and then, replant it. So avoid it till the plants are growing well.
Sure.
Now we will talk about watering and light. Okay. Now let me tell you that in our talk today, we are going to tell you about 2 types of terrariums: open terrarium and closed terrarium. The open terrarium needs to be watered at least twice a week. How do you water it? If you water too much, the leaves, the roots will get rotten and die. If you water too little, they will dry and die. How do you water? When I say twice a week, even that, you have to observe certain things, because in the cold weather, twice a week may be too much. In summer, twice a week is little, even in Bombay, where the temperature is equatable. So what you do is, let us first talk about an open terrarium. We will talk about closed terrarium afterwards. In an open terrarium, you first, after you have planted the plants, you spray about 30 to 40 times with a spray bottle all over the bowl, 30 to 40 strokes. So Aparna is going to show you how she sprays it. And it is better to spray on the wall because it trickles down into the center. And once you have sprayed the walls, then you have to position your spray towards the root of the plant. So in an 8-inch terrarium, after you have planted first time, about 30 to 40 sprays are required minimum. Even 50 will do. But after that, please touch the soil with your finger. It should not be mucky and it should not be dry. It should be damp. Like how your kundi pots are, it should be damp. So whether it is twice a week or 3 times a week, it all depends on the outside weather. But very, very important that you feel the soil with your finger. If it is damp, don't water it. If it is dry and hard, yes, it needs watering. That is for an open terrarium. We will talk about a closed terrarium separately. Now, about the light. Somebody asked, does it require sunlight? A terrarium requires very, very bright light, but it does not require even a little bit of sunlight. If you keep it in sun for even 15 minutes every day, the plants will die within a week. So find the brightest spot in your house, near the window, near the balcony, near the grills, and keep it there. It should get very, very bright light, but please make sure that it does not get sunlight.
Direct sunlight should not fall on the glass because if it falls on the glass, it will burn the plants.
Now,
please, the bowl near to the mobile, sir. Little close. We need, yeah. Yes, we can see now.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have sprayed around 40-50 sprays. Okay. And as Gordon has mentioned that you need to keep it in bright light. Okay. But sunlight, direct sunlight should not fall on the glass bowl, because it will act like the magnifying glass effect. It will burn the plants. If direct sunlight is falling on the walls of the glass, it will burn the plants inside. So please avoid direct sunlight, but it should be kept near the window so that it gets bright light.
Please ask any questions about watering and light. Please ask. Because we'll move on to closed terrarium, which is the main purpose of today's talk. So please ask about light and watering.
Sir, first time you told to water for 50 sprays, sir. But again, next, when to water it, sir?
Yeah. So if it's an open terrarium, every 2 or 3 days, just stick your finger into the soil. If you feel that the soil is damp, you don't need to water. If you feel that the soil is little dry or it has become hard, then you need to water. Then you water again about 20 sprays roughly for an 8-inch bowl all around, and direct some spray at the root of the plant. Don't pour water. Please use a spray bottle, because there has to be uniform distribution of water. Don't pour water with a mug or something. The plants will get rotten and the water will go to the bottom of the drainage layer and remain over there.
But in rainy season, we will not get sunlight also. So that time, how much we have to spray and how to keep in the light?
Whether it is rainy season or cold season or hot season, your indicator is your finger. Okay. Your finger and the soil. You touch the soil with your finger. Yeah. If the soil is damp, you don't need to water. If the soil is...
What about the light during rainy season?
I'm sorry?
What about the light during rainy season?
Yeah, don't confuse light with watering. Light should be maximum, but no sunlight.
What she's asking is during the rainy season when there is no sunlight, then what?
In the rainy season when there is no sunlight, keep it in the brightest possible place, because you may know that even if there is no sunlight, if there are clouds, there is a lot of ultraviolet radiation, which is quite enough for the plants. It is not that the plants will die because of darkness. But don't keep it in a dark corner of the house.
We don't have to show them any bulb light or something.
Yeah, you See, I don't want to go into too much advanced thing, but if you keep it under LED light, 14 watts bulb, LED light, then you don't need to keep it near bright light. That LED light, 8 hours a day is enough.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
You get LED bulbs, 14 watts. You get LED strips, 14 watts. So 14 watts, 8 hours, if you keep under, then you do not need outside light.
Okay.
I just have one question. For the soil that you mentioned, leaf compost, if we are just for trial, we are making just one, terrarium. I mean, any just leaf compost, any dried leaf is okay, right?
Yeah, any dried leaf, but they should be decomposed by wetting them. It should not be only dried leaves crushed. There should be some soil and they should decompose. That is compost.
So this leaf compost we'll get in nurseries, is it, sir?
You'll get in nursery very easily, yeah. We make it because we are using for all our plants. So we make out of banana peel and vegetable cuttings and papaya peel. But you can buy compost from the nurseries. You get small packets costing 10 rupees and you get big packets costing 100 rupees also.
But vermicompost is not what?
Yeah, you use vermicompost, you use perlite. All of these things are compost.
Nowadays,
so instead of leaf compost, we can use vermicompost also, you're saying?
Yes, you can use.
Okay, so basically in the soil, we have to mix vermicompost. How much vermicompost?
Aparna has just clarified that vermicompost may have some bacteria and other kinds of organic matter which can decompose. So better keep to leaf compost. That is very safe.
Okay, fine. Understood. Thank you.
Yeah. Now we will talk about closed terrariums. Now let me be very honest with you. We conduct training programs in Bombay at Lokhandwala, and the people who come for the training programs, they take away the terrariums with them after they do it, and they are mostly open terrariums. Now we have found that no matter how careful they are, if they don't take proper care, the plants die. I would say quite a few people have complained that whatever you told us we did, but then to the plants die. Therefore, we feel that it is better you go in for what we call a closed terrarium. Now, a closed terrarium is closed with, the top is closed with this film. You get this, what film is it called? You get this cling film. It is closed with cling film so that the air cannot come out and it cannot go inside. So after you have sprayed the terrarium, keep it open for 2 or 3 days and then put this cling wrap film on top and let it grip the entire rim. Now, it is very careful for you to listen to me what I am saying. When you close the terrarium, after a day or two, you will see some water has condensed on the wall of the terrarium. That is a very good thing. The water should condense on the wall in the night time and in the morning. And in the daytime, that water falls back into the soil. So it becomes like a self-contained environment, what they call photosynthesis. It gives off carbon dioxide and gives off water vapor during the night and day in cycle. And therefore, it is called a closed terrarium. So if you have a closed terrarium, you don't need to water it ever. You maybe once in 3-4 months, you just need to open it and clean the walls of the bowl and give 2 or 3 sprays and close it again. Now, it is very, very important for you to observe this condensation, because the condensation determines whether the water in the bowl is adequate or not. There should be some condensation on the glass of the bowl, but if the condensation should not interfere with your visual viewing of the plants inside. If it is very cloudy, it means that there is too much of water. You can open and gently wipe some off and then again see the next day. After 5 or 6 days of observation, you will find that there is condensation and you can also see properly. Then you seal it. Then you don't need to open it for at least 2 or 3 months, except for cleaning or for trimming the leaves. Then you open it and you spray 5 or 6 sprays and close it again after cleaning it from inside. Have you understood? If not, please ask me. We suggest that you go for closed terrarium.
See this glass jar.
This cling
I don't
film
know
is
if it
the
is
same one
visible.
which we use in the kitchen.
Yes, cling film. I'll just show you. I'll show you. Okay. This glass jar, you can see the condensation here happening. There is water droplets here on the walls.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
But the visibility is clear, absolutely clear. You can see the plants clearly, though there is condensation. Yeah. This is how it should be. It should not be. Okay.
I have a question. Can you
Have
tell
you
me?
understood?
Yeah. Can you tell us more about using lights?
Yeah. If you are not having a well-lit flat, or if you don't have windows, you have only, grills or whatever it is, you can maintain aquariums and terrariums and all with artificial light. The artificial light should not be your normal bulb and tube light. That is no use, because light has also got a chemical composition. There is Vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, yellow, orange, red. That range is over there. So LED lights give out the right frequency of light which supports the growth of plant. For 8-inch bowl, you require at least 14 to 15 watt LED light for 8 hours a day.
Where you place that light?
On top, above the bowl. Above the bowl. You want to show? Above the terrarium. Above the terrarium.
Okay, it's directly above the terrarium, is it?
Yes, yes. Directly above the terrarium. About 7 to 8 inches, 8 to 10 inches away from the top of the terrarium.
After you put the cling film, right?
After you put the cling film, yes. Aparna will show you just now, because I have got one 14-watt bulb and I have got one terrarium over there. She will just take the mobile and show you there.
Yeah. Also, if you're using those strips, no, then what is the wattage of that?
Voltage of the strip, 14 to 20 watts. Can you see this? This is the light above the terrarium.
It's a LED bulb.
This is LED. This is the LED bulb, and the light is falling from top, and this is how you can place it below the light.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah.
Is the lighting same for the closed terrarium? Is the lighting same for the closed terrarium?
Yes, absolutely. Same thing.
8 hours a day, 8 hours a day. So you can put it on about 5 o'clock. You put it off at about 11 o'clock at night or something.
What time to what time you keep the lights on?
See, you like to see, no? So you put it on in the evening and you put it off when you're going to sleep. But make sure it is 8 hours.
Okay, okay, okay.
Hello, which film we will use? We have to use to cover?
This is the cling film. This is the plastic cling wrap that you get in the market. Okay, this is what we are going to use to wrap fruits and all.
You must be using cling wrap to wrap all your meat and fish and vegetables. And,
yeah, fruits and all.
Same thing, same thing.
Aloe vera can be kept inside? Aloe vera we can use for planting?
No, not aloe vera.
No aloe vera? No.
Yeah, aloe vera is a very thick, if the plant grows very big, no? It will not remain small. It will grow. It will grow very big. It's not. It's not meant for terrarium. It's for a pot.
Okay.
Install.
Sir, give your Lokhandwala address also, no?
Yeah, sure. We'll put it later on the group.
Okay. Thank you.
How many are from you? Many of you are from Bombay.
Yeah, I am from Mumbai, Malad.
Malad, okay. Yeah, because you see, apart from this mass training that we have given to you with courtesy DIY hobbies, we also conduct training programs for small batches of 2 and 3 people. So Aparna will give you her contact number. If you want to cover the training program, it will be a great thing.
Training program is
most welcome.
paid,
You can
paid
take
training
the
program?
way with you.
It's a paid training program? Sir, is it
So
paid?
usually she has it at about from 4 to 6 o'clock on a mutually convenient date and time, the date. And as I said, we cover this. We don't demonstrate. You do it with your own hand. So you learn much more than do it with your own hand.
Is this paid classes? Paid demos? It's a paid demo? Paid classes?
I think so because she's taking so much effort. No?
है कि क्या इसका पे करना पड़ेगा, फ्री है या फी है इसके लिए?
I think they are not.
चार्जेस होंगे, इसके क्या चार्जेस होंगे आपकी?
Of course it will be paid. She's taking so much trouble, no? We have to pay.
Yes, yes, it has to be paid. Yeah,
and it is 1-to-1.
Yeah.
आप डायरेक्टली कांटेक्ट कर लेना.
You are muted. We cannot hear you now.
ਆਏ ਰੱਬ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਲੰਬੀ ਉਮਰ ਦੇਵੇ, ਚੰਗਾ ਬੱਚਾ ਬਣੇ ਤੂੰ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਚੰਗਾ ਬਣੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਮਿਲਣ
ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਸ਼ੀਸ਼ ਮਿਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਨੂੰ.
ਸੈਂਡਵਿਚ ਲਿਆ ਦੇ ਦਾਦੂ ਨੂੰ, ਇਡਲੀ ਵੀ ਲਿਆ.
ਸੈਂਡਵਿਚ ਇਡਲੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵੀ.
Please mute yourself.
Please mute yourself.
Okay. She's not cooking sandwiches. She's not making sandwiches.
And idlis.
प्लीज आप लोग अपना जो है माइक म्यूट कर लें. हेलो अपर्णा जी. हेलो, मेरी आवाज आ रही है? हेलो.
It appears only we can hear, not Aparna.
क्या?
We can hear. We can hear.
But they are not replying. No, that's the problem.
Sir, we can hear you.
Hello.
हेलो.
Yes, we can hear you. Continue.
हाँ, हेलो अपर्णा जी, मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
No, they are muted. We cannot hear them. We are only talking among ourselves.
Hello, Aparna, you are muted.
No. Both are not muted. Gordon. Yes. You'll have to put your mics on. Now one mic has come on.
One mic has come on. You can hear now?
Now I can hear.
Okay. So Aparna has just shown how to close the terrarium. So for all practical purposes, our demonstration for today is over, but we want questions. Lots and lots of questions. Please
I
ask.
have one question.
Yes.
LED light, it should be a white or yellow?
LED light can be, it can be bluish or warm white or bluish, 2 colors.
Not yellow?
So that is called warm white. It's not yellow, it is called warm white.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you tell the shop fellow warm white, or even if you put the bluish color like the tube light, both of those are okay.
Okay, thank you, Jordan.
Yeah. Some more questions. Have you all understood? Has today's training?
Sir, it was so nicely explained. We have no other questions.
You have no other questions.
एक क्वेश्चन है मेरा, एक क्वेश्चन है.
हाँ, बताइए.
ये रैप किया है जो क्लोज टेरेनियम को, तो क्या इसमें हमें होल भी करना होगा कहीं कहीं?
क्या करना है?
होल, जो ये पेपर लगाया है
नहीं,
ट्रांसपेरेंट,
उसका कुछ होल बिल नहीं होना, बंद होना चाहिए।
अच्छा ओके,
बिल्कुल बंद होना चाहिए, कुछ होल नहीं चाहिए। हाँ, उसका बॉर्डर भी पकड़ना चाहिए, बॉर्डर से भी हवा ने अंदर बाहर नहीं निकलना चाहिए
जी।
One more. And how much time do we need to open this after some time and replace it?
See, if it gets cloudy or misty, अगर misty हो जाएगा, or if you cannot see the plants very clearly, then after 1 or 2 months you can open it, wipe it, give a little spray, 5-6 sprays, and close it again. समझ गया?
Okay. अगर cloudy नहीं हुआ है, then we can keep it till we see any problem.
अगर cloudy नहीं हुआ तो खुलने का कुछ जरूर नहीं है. अभी I told you earlier, there are some terrarium which have not been opened for 50 years. I have got in my house terrarium which I have not opened for 2 years.
Oh, great, great.
Can you show once again your pot, terrarium pot?
What is that?
Can you show your pot, terrarium pot which we made?
Yeah, show it. She wants to see that from close.
Sir, the plants doesn't grow higher in the pot?
Sometimes it grows higher. If it grows higher, तो खोल के काट लो उस leaf को. वो कभी-कभी leaf एकदम ऊपर आ जाता है, so you can open it and you can cut that leaf off from the bottom with a scissors.
Okay.
Yeah, but usually.
Thank you for the wonderful session. Can you please tell the composition of the soil once again?
Composition of the soil once again, I'll tell you.
And it will be on the YouTube, no?
Yes, 70% cocoa peat. 70% cocoa peat. 25 to 30% normal garden soil. And 5% compost, leaf compost.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. And you mix it nicely. Just wet it slightly and mix it right nicely. Don't make it too wet and don't make it too dry. Just mix with your hand.
When this terrarium gets misty or cloudy, we open it and we spray 5-6 times.
Yeah, no.
Then we can.
Okay, you talk. You talk.
Then we can close it immediately, or we have to leave for a while.
No, you can close it immediately. If it gets cloudy, please open it and wipe it with a very thin cloth. Then give 2 or 3 sprays, 5 or 6 sprays. Close it immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And one more thing.
20%?
I'm sorry.
What is 20%? You said 70% cocoa peat, 5% compost, and then what is 20%?
Normal garden soil. Normal garden soil. You know that what you are calling red mud and all, normal garden soil. Oh, Bombay में red mud मिलता है, North India में और कुछ granitic soil मिलता है, वो soil चलेगा. 20%, ज़्यादा नहीं.
Before this soil, you put the rocks also?
No, see that we have given you that is called drainage layer, no? So we put the pebbles at the bottom. वो आपको बताया ना 1 इंच पहला पेबल्स डालने का, वो ड्रेनेज लेयर है. उसके बाद में कपड़ा डालने का, नायलॉन कपड़ा या ग्लास फाइबर कपड़ा. उसके बाद में चारकोल डालने का, उसके बाद में मॉस डालने का, उसके बाद में थोड़ा मिट्टी डालने का, मिट्टी के अंदर जाड़ डालने का, जाड़ के ऊपर और मिट्टी डाल के दबाने का कि जाड़ गिरना नहीं और रूट्स बराबर पकड़ लिया. उस आपको बताया, आप नहीं था लगता है.
Sir, but last question, sir.
Yeah.
This we get this terrarium kits and itsy bitsy and all for terrarium garden. Are they good enough? I mean, like, can we use this ready-made terrarium garden kits?
Where are you? What part of India you are located?
Bangalore.
Bangalore, yes. You get kits like that. You'll have to find out. I don't know the place, but you get kits. We are giving kits to people who want in Bombay.
Okay, so can we get from you if you can send us the details? How
it will be very costly. You know, you can buy locally. Why you want from here? Packing, courier charges. It will be very costly. You come on the telephone, you phone Aparna, she will tell you exactly what you buy, what to buy, how much to buy, what is the rough idea of price. All will tell you. Why you want to get from Bombay? Bangalore तो बहुत जगह है.
Okay. नहीं वो इट्सी बिट्सी में थोड़े टाइम पहले देखा था टेरेरियम दे वर ट्राइंग टू प्रमोट तो टेरेरियम किट तो इसलिए मैंने पूछा वो इज इट वर्थ और नर्सरी से सारा सामान मिल जाएगा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं ना
In Bangalore you get Gopal Swami Iyengar and Son. मालूम है आपको गोपाल स्वामी Iyengar and Son in Bangalore?
नहीं पता।
गोपाल स्वामी Iyengar and Son आप टेलीफोन नंबर देखो या किसी को पूछो वो सब मिलता है उसके पास।
ओके गोपाल स्वामी एंड सन।
गोपाल स्वामी Iyengar and Son बड़ा नर्सरी है सबसे बैंगलोर में।
Mumbai is it Ratanlal? Mumbai is it Ratanlal and which other name? Second name?
रतन सी बाइकला नामदेव उमा जी बाइकला स्टेशन के सामने बाइकला स्टेशन ईस्ट के सामने नहीं तो हम you come here and talk to Aparna can give you the kit.
Yeah, okay, that's better.
In fact, I may tell you that whatever Aparna gives you will be much cheaper than what you buy from the shop. Now this terrarium, what we have done now, it is being sold for nearly 2,000 rupees in airport. Whereas if you come for training, you are getting it free of charge. Only you have to pay for the training. So it is better to buy from hobbyists rather than from shop. But you can buy from shop if you can't get elsewhere. It's all right. Ratan C and Namdev Umaji are famous. They have got everything for terrarium. Everything. At Baikala,
No, but Baikala is far than Lokhandwala for us.
So you come to Aparna will give you, no?
Definitely. Do that.
She is giving kits
Hello,
also.
Aparna ji. Hello, Aparna ji. Hi, everyone.
Yeah. Anything more you want to ask? Or shall we
I have one question regarding the closed terrarium.
Yes.
You said you don't need to open the closed terrarium for 2 to 3 months also if the clarity is good.
Correct.
And if the plants are looking healthy enough.
Correct.
But how do they get the nutrition? I mean,
see, it is self-cycling. It is like you have created an environment by itself. The plants are absorbing water, and then they are giving up carbon dioxide, and again the water is going back into the soil. It is a self-contained environment.
Understood.
Yeah.
Clear. Thanks.
Photosynthesis. Call it photosynthesis.
Okay, hello.
Yes.
At the end, I missed it because something happened to my mobile. I just wanted to know, you have written that you have to cover the terrarium?
Yes, a closed terrarium, after you have sprayed it, you have to cover it with cling wrap film. That cling wrap film is available anywhere in your whatever.
Yeah, we have it in the kitchen. That's okay.
Yeah, you must be using that for wrapping your food stuff and all, no? The same
Yes,
film.
yes, thank you, Gordon. That's it. No, and then you have to just put the cling wrap, right? Nothing
That's
else.
right.
Paste
Nothing
it.
else. And make sure that it is pressed
And
down.
one more thing that I missed is that do you put any water in this terrarium?
I've explained to you, after you have planted the plants, you have got to spray it to the extent that the soil becomes damp. It should not be.
Thank you.
It should not be mucky,
I'll do it.
and it should not be dry. It should be
Yes,
damp.
Sorry for interrupting. Thank you.
Please. No, we are here to answer your question. There is no.
Do you have any Facebook page or something wherein we get this information or these videos?
We have written some technical notes. If you send your email address to Aparna, we will send you these notes because we are rewriting these notes now for closed terrarium. We have got technical note. So we will send you this technical note if you like.
Okay, so we will where do we
Sir,
need
you
to
can
send the email
send
ID?
the notes directly to the WhatsApp group, no, sir, so
No.
everyone can get it.
See, I do not know that whether Roy will like that you send it to him. If he doesn't mind, you can take my address. I don't mind. I'll give you.
Or which number, if you can, we need to send email. If you can just share the number.
You can take it down.
Yeah, please tell.
GORDON.
Okay.
G for Godavari, O for orange, R for red, D for Delhi, O for orange, N for Nagpur. Gordon.
Okay.
Next word is Rodricks. RODRICKS.
Can you put it on the group link?
RODRICK at gmail.com.
Can you put it in the group? Can you put it
Where you want us to put it?
in the group, your email address and your contact?
Yeah,
Sir, that's also fine, sir.
Yes, yeah. This is sponsored by Roy, so he doesn't like that it's a commercial thing. He likes it to be like a hobby. That's why we are not trying to promote ourselves. But if he has no objection, I will tell him to put it on the group. He will put on the group.
Email address there in the
Yeah.
group.
I will request Roy to put the addresses on the group.
Sir, I want the notes of the closed terrarium. Can you send in the group?
Yeah, you send me the email. No, I gave you my email address. I will send it to you.
Can you repeat your email address, please?
Yeah, she's typing it out. Aparna is typing it out. Look at your computer.
Jordan Rodriguez
At gmail.com.
at gmail.com. Yeah.
Yeah.
All small, no, sir?
Yeah, all small. I'll send you the note. We are revising it now. So it will take about 10 days. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir. It was very informative. Thanks so much.
Very good. Very good.
One last question.
Yes.
In so many terrariums, I've seen some moss-like green things. So can we, what is that and how do we use in this?
See, there is no harm. There is no harm in moss growing in the terrarium. If it is choking the plant, then you remove it with some blade or scrape it off with some with a fork or with a knife. Just scrape it off. But if it is not harming the plant, moss is a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's a very, very good session. Enjoyed a lot.
Thank you. So Roy, shall we close?
As is traditional.
Sir, I loved your session. It was very clear and understandable.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jordan and Aparna and Simran for lovely workshop.
Yeah, thank Aparna. I only help her. She's the expert.
बहुत ही अच्छा सेशन था.
Can we have everybody put their videos on for 1 minute?
Yes, Roy, tell me.
One moment. Huh?
Yeah.
I'll just.
Say Mr. Roy. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Roy.
Oh, don't thank me.
For bringing such a lovely workshop.
We have been doing this for the last. On page 2, I'll just read out the names. Just put your videos on. Shaila Prabhu, Kavita Kamath, Linda Robin, Clara, Rupa, Ryan Oliver, Lavanya, Liji, Lobby Miranda.
प्लीज सभी लोग अपना वीडियो ऑन कर लें.
Just put your video on. We'd just like to know who all are there, so that you get your invite next time. Gurmit Lamba, Shamsina, Shraddha, Harpreet Kaur, Namita Gulati, Kavita Kamath, Simran, Janet Fernandez, Roli. Put your videos on.
Sanjana Vinay.
All right. See, now we were 100. But anyway, Gordon and Aparna, especially thanks to both of you, we hit the ceiling today.
Yeah. No, I'll convey to her. She's very happy.
Yeah. We hit the ceiling. We are 100 today.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That was a good record.
Very good.
All right.
Yeah. So
1 minute. I'll just take a snapshot of these people.
Yeah.
Okay. There are many who are still in hiding, huh?
I see.
Yeah. I'll just take out the names of those who are in hiding. Coming from bottom, Priyanka, Harpreet Kaur, Roli, Janet Fernandez, Linda Robin, Viji, Anamika, Amita, Shaila Prabhu, Lavanya. Why are you all in black? When you come for a session, this is just the only way you say thank you to your teacher. All right.
अपनी स्क्रीन को कलरफुल बनाइए भाई. कलरफुल बनाइए अपनी स्क्रीन को.
हाँ. और नहीं ये टेरेरियम ही कलरफुल है.
Terrarium itself is colorful.
हाँ.
मेहनत की अपर्णा जी ने, शर्मिला जी ने और अंकल ने.
Now the only thing.
It was a beautiful session.
Yeah. The only thing that is confusing here, I have got Pooja Vivek and I see a male. I got Ryan Oliver and I see a female.
Yeah. A lot of ladies are more interested in all these things.
Yeah. Good. Come for our
ladies
next
have
session.
green hands.
Yeah. Come for our next session too.
They must be taking their naps.
We have these sessions at regular intervals. Just be part of the group, and you can. And all our sessions are free, irrespective of caste or creed.
Thank you, Roy. You are taking a lot of effort.
No trouble. We got to upskill India.
Yeah, you're making a lot of effort
Yeah,
to
got
bring
to
all of us
yeah.
to reach out to us. Thank
Really,
you.
it was a very informative session.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
We're
Thank
slowly
you.
starting all our sessions one more time.
I'll have to watch again.
I
We'll
just-
look forward, sir. Thank you so much.
I just have a question. I just have a question. If we need any clarification or any doubt should we have, is there any place that we can just, we can just shoot a question?
Are you a part of that group, madam?
That WhatsApp group, yes. I joined through that link only.
Okay, if you're part of that WhatsApp group, that's called DIY.
No, not that one.
You have to be a part of the DIY. Whoever called
I am a part of a group which is called as Terrarium Art Free Class.
that was the
So made by
upper-
Simran.
Simran, okay. So what we will do, Simran, the same Simran who's here in the crowd?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no issues. Simran, then you be part of the DIY group. So whatever I share on the group, you can share it to your crowd here.
So we can join DIY also, no?
Yeah, you can join.
Yeah.
एंड यू आपने बहुत अच्छे से सबको समझाया है एक चीज सो थैंक यू सो मच सर
So send us the link of the DIY group.
Yeah. Roy, sir, can you share the link here in this Zoom chat box?
Give me 1 minute.
पढ़ना जी आपकी एक पिक नहीं हुई है, आप अपने टेरेनियम के साथ एक पिक दे दीजिए.
See, all of you are connected with Aparna, no?
Yeah.
I'll give it to Aparna, so she will share it with you. You join the group.
Okay, thank you so much.
The second way is, as I have told, if you have seen the opening chat, when I have said that those of you who are new to us, I have given my number. You can take it down, 98200.
Wait.
देखो
98200 21267.
00
212
12.
67. I'll repeat again. 98.
मैंने मैसेज कर दिया है.
जी.
मैसेज ग्रुप में किया है.
No, that is not the group number. That's my personal number, and I'll add you to the group.
Okay.
So you write 98200 I'll send you the list of activities that we do. We have more than 10. 2021 was a good year for all of us, with everyone actively participating, and we were doing more than 10 sessions every week. Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. But this year now, we have come offline, so everybody is busy. Then thanks to Gordon and Aparna, we have again got rolling. We had a session this morning by one of the renowned speakers on career counseling. So that was at 12 in the afternoon, at noon. It lasted we thought it would be a 45-minute session, it lasted for 2.5 hours.
There are other subjects which Aparna can cover.
Yeah.
We will send them to you and you tell us whether they are going to appeal to your group.
Yeah. So you just send a hi, you will get one person also sends a hi, I will send the link to that person, and then we can all gather up together.
Yeah.
Somewhere, either Aparna is there. I seen Simran, who was your group leader or something.
Yeah, Simran ji is a fantastic art teacher. She can also take classes.
Brilliant. This is how we share and we grow. Huh? Simran, are you listening?
She's my art teacher, and all these ladies who have joined in today, they are her group.
Very good. But I can't see her anymore. She left the group.
तो उसको आज कुछ प्रॉब्लम थी, इस वजह से आज जुड़ नहीं पाई.
No, she was here just now.
No, she is there. She is very much there, and she is listening
Really?
also, she is responding also.
Simran, where are
I
you?
just saw her sometime back. Now I don't see her.
Yeah, I saw her earlier. Okay, we all will catch up, because we do one of our best classes is I have seen Mercy in the crowd. We have this culinary sessions on Sundays where they teach you baking, cooking, and all these kind of, all ladies arts. That's wonderful. We get again a house full. But we have not crossed 100. Today is first time we have hit the ceiling. We have gone right up to 90.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so Gordon,
Yeah.
you're the first guy to put the flag on the Everest. Huh?
No, they are all Aparna's friends from all
Yeah,
over.
whatever. It doesn't matter. Whoever comes.
Yeah.
As long as we are all gaining from it,
Yeah, sure.
And we keep on spreading the word. We keep on sharing our knowledge. That's all. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for coming.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much. Yeah.
Thanks, ma'am. It's a very good session.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
पर्णा जी आपकी पिक नहीं आई एक बार भी.
I'm there on screen. I don't know if you can see.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, Aparna is there, but where is Simran? Simran is gone.
सिमरन को कुछ इसकी urgent
She had
problems
some issues. I think maybe internet issues. That's why.
Okay.
No, she was traveling somewhere, I think.
I
She was traveling.
got a number from ending with 29554.
Okay, no, I will share her number.
Okay.
I will share it with you.
Fine. And then we keep on spreading and adding up,
Absolutely.
I have already shared your number in our group.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Most
So we
welcome.
can all-
And
we can
thanks for
just,
the
Thank you, Aparna.
And Anjana Vinay,
Yes.
if any of you can come and teach, that's all the more better.
This will try.
Yeah. Let's share knowledge, We are all, what Aparna is doing, that only. Sharing knowledge. Gordon is doing that, sharing knowledge.
Yes, we were waiting for since long this for this. And this class was announced first in our group.
Okay.
Yeah. And there is a crowd of 250 ladies minimum.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So it's a rare
Thanks all members.
It's a rare workshop.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thanks to Aparna and Gordon. We had a good show.
Very knowledgeable.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gordon.
Bye.
Thank you. God bless. Thank you, Roy. God bless.
Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Bye.
Thank you.
Class. Yeah.